Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Teams proving to be special. Now that is is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Mendoza. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looking for room. It's Hemby. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. That's caught It's Whittington. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Might be calling a hot route. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Calls his own number. Slithers into space. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over UCF. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense lining up for a first down play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he'll be brought down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Using his legs, it's Hemby. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes. So
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the outside. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play and turning on the Jets. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
On first first down from the 13-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
14, Indiana, 7.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. The screen. He can go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hemby. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. It's Hughes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Ducks want to move quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. The quick out. That's midfield. He's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He wants it all. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Offense in an empty set. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll go up top on second and short. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cooper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flips it out on the screen. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Well, the offense on third down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Morris. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Touch pass on the right. He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll ride his man on the option. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation. And they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on fourth down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere for him to go, and they turn it over on downs.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism, though.
Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? You're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from their quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Finding open areas. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now take inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you You absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's good.